Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So long I ain't see ya. I know it has been a while since I have not posted a video. However, I want to apologize for that period of absenteeism. I had a sort of rough carnival period. Also, I had a little difficulty, some challenges with respect to uploading the videos. Now we're still going to continue on this journey. We're going to pick up from where I left off. The last video I actually revealed what was causing my hair loss problem, and in this video I will be showing you all updates over a 9-month period. However, at 3-month intervals, I'd give you a little brief description of what it is I did for my hair to jumpstart that whole regrowth process. I would share some of those things with you. And it doesn't matter the type of hair that you have, the length of hair. It's always important to develop a proper hair care routine. However you see it fit based on your lifestyle, whether it's bi-weekly, weekly, monthly, you feel free to do so. So I welcome all of you all who are here today. And for those of you who are here for the first time, I want to say a special welcome to you all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you missed part 1 and part 2 of the hair loss story, I would post the link in the description box down below, so you could feel free to go and check it out. So let's get right into this video. So after doing my big chop on my own, not going to any barber, and when I told myself that, listen, I put my hands on the story, the next step was to try and get the hair to regrow, to develop a nice little routine in order to see, if this was really the problem, and to stimulate all of the follicles that would have been dormant after such a long period of time. So let me show you again, let me refresh your memory. This here is the big chop that I did on my own, no barber required, right? Self-made big chop. And after I took the big chop, I started to wash my hair, or should I say continued. I continued to wash my hair on a weekly basis, which was what I was doing before, and thinking to myself, well, nothing was working. So I wash my hair on a weekly basis. The more naturally products, the better. So I would tend to go for natural shampoos, conditioners, deep conditioners, as the case might be, and use some of my products at home. Some of the stuff that I use at home were things like onion juice. I mix the onion juice with some fenugreek powder. That's a nice little herb that you could use. You could also check it out. It's good for hair loss and to stimulate hair growth. And the reason why I would add it to the onion juice is because the onion juice is a bit runny. So I didn't want to put anything in my hair and then the onion juice get it into your eyes and then it burn and it'd be uncomfortable for you to continue using that method. So I mix the fenugreek powder with the onion juice, and what happens is when you mix the fenugreek powder with liquid, it tends to thicken the liquid. So that's the reason I would add it in the onion juice, not only because of the benefits that it has towards your hair, but to thicken the juice so that it doesn't run all the way down your neck and whatnot. Sometimes I would add some carrier oils like coconut oil or some castor oil and a couple drops of any essential oil of my choice at that point in time. Sometimes I would use lavender oil or tea tree oil, rosemary. If you decide to try this method out, sure, no problem. You can use any type of oils if you want, or you can use it on your own. And one thing that I could say with respect to using this this method is that adding the fenugreek powder to the onion juice, it creates a lot of slip to your hair, so it makes it easy to detangle your hair, and you would feel it softening the hair while you're massaging your scalp or any length of hair that you had. So these are one of the things that I did apart from or after the shampooing and conditioning as a deep conditioner. And during the first 3-month period, I saw some progress. So let me show you the picture from the big chop to the 3-month period, and this here is what the picture looks like. I don't know if you all are able to notice where the areas that were thinning on the big chop picture. I don't know if you all are able to see where it started to kind of close in. Now the thing about it is, I took pictures to be able to track the progress, if any. However, pictures sometimes could be very misleading. I say that because if it is you have a good quality camera and you're taking really clean pictures, It could make your hair or your scalp appear as though you're not reaching anywhere, because the picture will come out so clean so that to the naked eye in the picture you're unable to see the new growth coming out of the follicle in your scalp. So sometimes what you would have to do is ask someone who is around or close to you to just take a look into your scalp and see if there is any signs of life, meaning there could be hair growing out of the follicles or any pores. As long as you're seeing pores on your scalp, then we know that there is some hope. So that's the picture from Big Chop to 3 months. And this hair care routine, I would try and stick to it as best as possible, as best as I can, in order to see progress. If it is that you want to see your hair regrow, you can't want to take care of it sometimes and then the next time you're not really feeling to take care of it, that kind of thing, then the progress wouldn't come as you expected to. And if it is that you don't keep up with your routine, then you wouldn't get the results that you would be looking forward to, and this could also make you despondent about going through this whole hair care routine, as the case might be. There are some persons who, of course, as I mentioned before, genetics play a really important role in terms of hair care. Some persons here would grow faster than others with little to no effort, while some would have to pay a lot of attention and put energy into their hair care routine. So now we're going to move on from 3 months to 6 months, and you all could tell me if you all are seeing any type of progress, right? So this picture that I'm showing you now is 3 months to 6 months. At this time, a lot of the hair started to continue to fall in again, and I was really feeling satisfied, hopeful when I saw this happening, and it made me feel even better to know that this is something that I could take on for myself and be able to figure out exactly what it is my hair need. And this is one of the advantages that we have when we are able to pay attention to our hair and its needs. We would know exactly what products to use, what little portion to mix up at home, and nothing is wrong with mixing your stuff at home and using it. It would turn out better than something you would probably buy in the store. Now, I'm not bashing anything that is store-bought, because I still use and would continue to use some store-bought products until probably I'm able to make stuff on my own, from shampoo go right down to deep conditioner. Having done all the research and whatnot, then it's just to get the know-how in terms of mixing some particular ingredients. And as I speak of mixing ingredients, you need to be very particular when it is you're buying certain products and pay attention to ingredients listed, because most, if not all, of the ingredients have a certain recommended usage level, so you want to pay attention to that. And some, for example, an essential oil, most essential oils, you cannot and you're not supposed to use them on your skin in its pure sense just like that. Most times, or all of the times, you would have to mix it with a carrier oil in order to apply it to your skin, because it could cause skin irritation, burning, anything like that. So we need to be careful when choosing our products and mixing our stuff at home, right? Make sure you use it. You could always go up on the internet and look at the recommended usage level for a particular ingredient. So now let's move on to 6 months to the 9-month period. During this time, I wouldn't put my hair, I would leave my hair comb out in a mini afro. I wouldn't opt to put any twists or braids in it. I don't want to put any braids or hair extension, because remember, the hair is now growing back, so I don't want it to get any tension, any unnecessary tension. And the styling, let's say I would probably do a finger coil. The finger coil, it may not look as I want it to, because I would still have spaces in between the scalp, and I didn't like how it would turn out. I would do it, but I would stay home with it. I wouldn't go out with it. If it is I'm going out in terms of styling or anything like that, I would opt to wear a nice little shortcut wig, because I don't like plenty long hair all the time flying all over my shoulders and my face and whatnot. So I would wear a nice shortcut wig and I would go out with that. So during this time, I still continued with the routine, washing on a weekly basis, doing scalp massages with carrier and essential oils, and that's it. I kept it really simple, nothing to talk about. The more research that I did, then I would say maybe in the future I would see something and I would opt to try it. So I would like to try the little rice water challenge, seeing that now I am able to jumpstart the hair to grow back out of those follicles. I would probably try a rice water routine, some ratchet, or mix up any little basic thing. If you all know of anything that you would like for me to try, or something that you have tried and work for you, and you want to share that information, please feel free to comment down below, post your comments, and I would definitely look into it and probably do a challenge or do a little mixture and give people the feedback of how that went. So this here is the picture of the 6 to 9 month period, right? So I hope you all are able to see the difference. Now you would realize the 9 month period, it's looking as though the hair is fully grown. It's not fully grown at that moment. All of the spots were not covered at that moment. What happens is that when it is you wash your hair and you comb it out, you pass the comb through it, because you comb it out, the hair will tend to cover up some of the thinning areas. But the thing about it is you are able to see a difference from the big chop up until the 9 month period, and it lets you know, hey, things are looking up. There is still hope, things happening, and that would give you more encouragement to continue with your natural hair care journey. And I know that I say this, I might be one out of how many persons to actually put their hands on the problem. It may not work for everyone, it may work for some, but my advice to you is to always seek professional advice or help first before going into doing your own stuff, because it could cause sometimes more harm than good. But it's always good for the person who is wearing the crown, and I refer to your hair as a crown because your hair for some females could make or break you. But it's always good for the person who is wearing that hat or crown on the head to know exactly what the needs of their hair are, and you are able to better care for it rather than just going with a problem to someone and they recommend, okay, take A, and in taking this it may be a good product, but it probably isn't what you would need at the moment or what your hair needs. So it's always good to seek professional help. Another thing is to be patient. During this time I was forced to have patience, because like every minute, every week, I would be going in the mirror, looking into my hair, looking at certain trouble areas to know, well, I wonder if hair growing back here, boy. And I'd be in front of the mirror like this. I can't see good enough, but I'm pulling on the hair, and I find my weight now. When I take the picture, it looking as though it have no hair. But when I go in now to the mirror, or I ask somebody to check, they would say, but it have hair coming back, stop stressing yourself. So you need to be patient. It's good to take pictures, it's good to check, but don't over check and overtake the pictures and only be zooming in and out on the pictures. That's something I used to do. It was a bad habit. I probably still do it a little bit, but you know, you need to be careful with that. You don't want to stress yourself out, because stress is something that could also cause your hair to drop, or hair loss, hair thinning, as the case might be. As I mentioned before, ease up on the little tension on the scalp, do your scalp massages, do your weekly wash. And I say a weekly wash because based on the products that you use during the week, you tend to get some product build up on your hair, and your hair will thrive better on your, it will thrive better when it is your hair is freshly washed on an often basis. You will be able, your hair will be able, your scalp, your follicles, everything would be able to take in the product and get the nourishment from the ingredients that it needs in order to grow. So that's another thing you would do with respect to washing on a weekly basis. Don't use too much. Don't ever use too much, because then you wouldn't know exactly what is working. So I say let's say about 6 to 8 weeks or 4 to 6 weeks. You take a picture at the beginning of the status of your hair, and whatever it is you decide to try on your hair, make a note of it. You have your picture and you go through with whatever the method or the routine is. At the end of the 4 weeks or the 6 weeks, you go back in, you take another picture and you compare the two. But within that 4 to 6 week period, allow the hair to do its job. And one thing that people would say sometimes is that hair doesn't grow, or a particular type of hair or texture of hair doesn't grow. This is not true. Hair is always growing. On average, your hair grows about ½ inch per month. That's 6 inches per year. And I say average because some persons would have a faster growth rate and some persons would be slower. Having mentioned that, I'm also going to do a video on the hair growth cycle and stuff like trimming, so that you would know exactly what to expect and have a greater understanding and appreciation for how your hair grows. Another point is, don't wish that you had hair like someone else. There is no way, no how that you are going to ever have the exact hair type, hair length, hair anything like any other person out there. It may be similar in some way or another, however it would not be the same. Your hair is unique to you as mine is to me. So you want to always keep yourself and your hair, have it set at a high standard. Be unique. Just be you. Don't wish you wanted to be or had hair like anybody else. Take your time, understand how your hair grows, look at the good in it, the little challenges that you're having, try and work on it, do your research, whatever the issue is, always see, well, maybe there's another way. Have a little hope, do your research and know what it is you're doing. So this basically brings me to the end of this video. I hope that you all enjoyed. I hope that the information was useful. Please go out there, like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. I like when people post comments or ask questions down below. Don't be afraid to ask. I would share my experiences. If there's anything that I would have learned elsewhere, I would also be sharing that information, because some of the stuff that I learned, I have them in my mind on paper and just ready to make videos to share the information with you. So feel free to share your information with me as well and your experiences, and let's just go on this hair growth journey together. Anyone who would be experiencing this issue and afraid to talk about it, ashamed to come out, this is the reason that I came out in the most natural and truthful state that I was in order to get persons to be a little more comfortable or see, well, listen, it's not you alone going through this problem. So thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Post your comments down below, and I would see you back here where I would come to speak the truth with you. In my next video, I'm going to be doing a hair reveal. I will be showing you all exactly what my hair looks like. I'll be highlighting some of the challenges that I have been having, I would point out some of the challenging areas that I still have in my hair at this point in time, and a whole lot of other information I would like to share with you all. So thank you again for being here. Like, share and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.